for 10 years on the board of Brewster Theater Company in New York, acting as vice president for 2 years and president for 4 years. And my life was owned by Brewster Theater Company. I've acted, stage managed, costume, designed sets, and marketed in community theater for over 30 years. But my favorite role has always been as a director. I've led over 20 productions, including 16, 17, I've lost track, main stage productions at a lot of different theaters in the Hudson Valley in New York and Western Connecticut. And since coming here to Oregon, I've directed Agatha Christie's Spiderweb at CTC last February, which was great, good experience. And I have done a one act at CTC called Two People with Catherine Gowan. Thank you, Catherine, where there are Cascades 10. And I've also directed in the Silent Echo 1X for 2 years in a row and had a great time with that. Thank you, Marla. And again, I'm really, really happy to be a part of this really exciting venture.
Hello, I'm Amy James, and we have lived in Bend for just over 20 years, but have been primarily involved in the theater community over the last 5. I think I know most of your faces on here because you've worked with probably one of my children who also love the theater and are thespians in and of themselves. So this community over the last 5 years has really become an extension of our family. And I'm probably going to cry because I love all of you and seeing all of you right now, and I miss you all. And so this idea that was birthed is really kind of my heartbeat for who we are as a family and who this theater community has been for us.
Hi, everybody. I'm Craig Bronner. I'm originally from Louisville, Kentucky, and I'm an actor, director. I went to earn my master's at the University of California, Irvine, and I stuck around the Los Angeles area for a bit until my husband and I decided to move to Bend in 2018, and now here we are. So we want to tell you, first of all, about what Ellipse Theater Community is. Really, our motto is creating community one stage at a time. And through that, we hope to achieve that through our mission and our vision. So the mission of Ellipse Theater Community seeks to build a supportive and artistically aware community through theater and education. For our vision, Ellipse Theater Community seeks to dynamically create community through entertainment, education, and diverse perspectives for cultural enlightenment. We strive and will encourage all to lead, create, and learn from our core values of collaboration, outreach, relevance, and excellence. We believe that with these as our foundation, we can create quality theater for an inspired and evolving community, one stage at a time. So we want to take a moment right now to really explore what our values are. Our first value, collaboration. Right off the bat, theater requires collaboration. And to achieve the best collaborative efforts, we encourage all who partake to embrace a fearless spirit of curiosity, practice active listening and sharing, foster a safe and supportive environment, and above all, treat the work and the people who create and witness it, people like you all here, with trust and, more importantly, respect.
Outreach is very important to us as well. We believe that embracing diversity in all of its forms, and that's in the art forms as well as in the people, is essential to keeping our theatrical work relevant and vital. We seek to continually expand and improve our inclusion, diversity, equality, and accessibility initiatives so that our plays, events, education boards, staff, volunteers, artists, and audience are reflective of our greater community. And that's something that we just will continue to strive and to seek.
Thirdly, relevance. As a theater, we seek to promote theater and arts education for the culture of today and tomorrow. As an organization, we will uphold our standing as a not-for-profit organization by being reliable stewards of the public trust and the resources provided to us by our community, folks like you. We will seek to continually strengthen our artistic leadership through our local community and greater region to foster a vital, nurturing, and financially secure organization that will thrive for generations to come.
Our last core value is excellence, as most of you as artists are all seeking excellence. We seek to bring the best possible version of ourselves to our work on stage, in the classroom, operations, and to our community by holding ourselves to high artistic, professional, and personal standards. And at this time, we want to just share with you one of our recent projects. We collaborated with many artists in the community to make a simple holiday variety show for the newcomers of Ben Club. They asked us to put something together, and it started as something small and ended up being something bigger, and we just really loved it, and it was super fun, and we want to share a little bit of that with you.
Looks like a cold, cold winter. Plenty of ice and snow, but we'll keep the love light in our hearts aglow. Looks like a long, long winter, but baby, what do we care? As long as we have this love of ours to share. It's gonna be cold outside, it's gonna be warm inside, so we'll cuddle out by a cozy fire, side by side. Looks like a cold, cold winter, and summer is far away, but until then I love you more and more each day. Looks like a cold, cold winter, plenty of ice and snow.
All right, so that was just a little snippet of something we've just done, and we were just really excited that it ended up really being a collaborative thing. And I'm sure some of you are wondering, why did the four of us come together? Why is this happening now? And really, it kind of stemmed from all of us having this desire to do kind of outside of the box thinking and collaborative work within our community, really supporting one another as a community. And really what started to solidify it was this summer, I had this desire to do Songs for a New World with my studio. And I knew that I couldn't do it on my own, so I had asked Craig if he would collaborate with me. And not only did we do it as directors together, but we really did it in full collaboration, like no show I've ever done before, where he had responsibilities and things he was doing, I had things, and then we did other parts of the work together. And it was a true collaborative work, and it was just so exciting to not only see that, but also parts of the community that have not had a theater do anything before. For instance, our show, not only did we do a drive-in production, but we also did a show at Les Schwab Amphitheater, which has not had anything in the theater realm before on their stage. And it was really exciting to just see that when we're in the midst of a pandemic, that we can think outside of the box and collaborate with others, to not be confined to a space or a medium, but really think outside of the box. And so Ellipse came together because we wanted to explore non-traditional art in a non-traditional setting. And so that's why we're so excited to have all of you here, because it requires us reaching out into the community and finding out what the community needs at large, so we can collaborate together to create art together. And so that's kind of what brought the four of us together and got this journey started to begin with. Debbie, would you share with everybody some of our short-term goals?
Yeah, hi. Short term, within the next 3 to 6 months, one of our key objectives is to establish ourselves as a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We have all of the block and tackle in place to proceed with this. We just need to finalize the application, and we'll put that in before the end of the year. One of our very strong needs is to engage a strong, diverse, and committed board. The four of us has taken this effort to a certain level. We now need to engage other folks in the community to help us to help determine and establish the programming that sets the tone for who we are, ensuring that we're reaching out and engaging the community to the extent possible. We would also like to establish a point of presence, basically just a home address. It could even just be a PO box, but where are we? And lastly, to seek funding opportunities to help us to move forward with some of our efforts that we will be identifying.
Thanks, Debbie. Some of our long-term goals include creating community through entertainment, education, and diverse perspectives for cultural enlightenment. And we are just really excited to see what it is that everyone in the community has to offer as far as these particular areas go. We want to secure a non-traditional venue. This isn't what you think of as a traditional theater. We have some great theaters in this town. Ray, you have the Tower, and we have CTC, and we have great theaters at the high schools. And what we want to see is a non-traditional venue where you don't think of this is only where I'm going to see theater, but maybe you'll get to go and have education on a class, or you'll get to go see spoken word, or you'll get to see a visual arts presentation, that it would just be this non-traditional venue that is used for many purposes to support the community at large in the arts. And lastly, we want to establish a solid dynamic donor base and financial stability.
So that comes to why you guys, and why are we having this meeting? And you all are here tonight because you're active participants in our performing arts community, and we hope to collaborate or partner with you on future productions, programs, and projects. And as stated in our values and our name, we desire to support and continue to build a dynamic arts community. That's a really, really important word for us. We're a community, and you all are a part of that community. And so we strive to be transparent and inclusive. And so we hope that after our presentation tonight and our question time, that you will be inspired and excited to share our vision, mission, and values to the broader arts community. And we're going to give you an opportunity to do that. And as we have mentioned, we are looking for a diverse, strategic, and creative thinkers to be a part of our board. We're looking for creative and diverse organizations and individuals to be our fellow collaborators and partners. And we're looking for supportive patrons and friends to help us achieve our mission across Central Oregon.
So as a board member, we're looking for 10 to 15 members, and really in that role, you would be helping us to create our bylaws, assist with fundraising, offer financial oversight, program guidance, being a community liaison, providing leadership, and giving us the most diverse outreach and leadership as possible. And with the commitment level, that's going to look like one meeting per month once established, but we do want to be more upfront that there will be more frequent meetings, probably weekly or bi-monthly in the near future, as this theater community really started with the four of us, but it's going to begin with you. And we want to foster that leadership. And it would also be renewable term limits.
Another way to participate would be to become one of our quote unquote friends. What we would like to do is build a network of supportive participants who will be advocates for us for ETC in the community, spread the word about who we are, and tell people what we're doing, and find opportunities for us for things that we can do to be as impactful as possible. There could be a short-term project-based commitment, and we might be calling upon you for help with fundraising, special projects, committees, et cetera, et cetera. as a friend, as part of that network, the commitment is only to one time per quarter. However, if you were part of one of these projects or committees, et cetera, it may be a much more extensive commitment for a short periods of time.
And lastly would be as a partner. A partner would be somebody who is a fellow collaborator who would either help us execute ETC projects or develop other projects as a partner that maybe would help bring your projects and ideas to life. This is where we're most excited and where we feel like we really are different in that we are a theater community. We want to help bring the community together to help execute projects together. And this commitment level would be on a project by project base. So it might be a few days all the way up to a few months, depending on what it is the project is that you are wanting to be a part of. So next steps are just a few things. We have a Google feedback form, which looks like such, that we are going to send to you and make available on our Facebook page at the end of the meeting. Pretty simple. Any areas that you might be interested in becoming a part of. And if you are wanting to become a part of the board, why and how would you help us achieve our mission and our vision? This is a really important one. This is the community part. We are just 4 people. We only know so many people. You have an outreach and a connection in this community that we do not. And we would love the list of names and contacts of other people and organizations that you think would be interested in ETC. Please send us a favorite performance photo from the past year. We want to take our entire holiday variety show that we created for newcomers of Bend and revamp it a little bit to post it on our Facebook page to share the holiday joy with everybody. But at the end, we would like to do a photo montage of everything that you have created over the past year so people can see what artisans are doing in the community right now, what we've been doing in the past year, even throughout this pandemic and everything else. So if you have any photos of performance from this past year, we would love to have those. Have you liked our Facebook page? If not, please do so. That will keep you in the know of what's going on. And then the best way to get a hold of you. So again, that feedback form is coming. Please like our Facebook page and send us those favorite photos from your performances from the past year.
We know we've covered a lot of information, and at this